Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, Your
Good. How
Honor.
are you?
Judge, I just want to make you aware of Mr. Murphy will be um, handling the conflict cases, but he will not be able to get on to 3 o'clock because he has a previous appointment. So he has three cases. So if he could hold his cases to 3 o'clock, um, I think the jail know who they are. If they don't, I will let them know what positions they are.
Yeah, tell us which positions, because I
Um,
hate when we
it's
get
going to be
started and
one
then
is going to
they tell
be
me in the middle that
yeah,
it's conflict.
Meadows one, Nicholas Meadows one.
Hold on a minute. Metals. Let's see.
MEAD. That's gonna be
I
position
see
number
him.
12.
Position 12.
And
Okay.
then Reed, REED, that's position number 15.
Okay.
And then Tooks, that's gonna be position number, what's Tooks? Tooks is position number 22.
Okay.
So we can hold out to 3 o'clock until he logs on to deal with their cases.
Mm. Okay. That's great.
Okay.
Where are the PDs?
They're
I
on.
think I see the arm for PD Ponder. All
uh,
right.
And also, Your Honor, the reset date for the SAP calendar is August the 4th.
Four. Right, if we're ready to start, we'll get started. All right, good afternoon, ladies and excuse me, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to begin our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. This is a calendar for cases in which individuals have recently been arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused these cases of the offenses brought against them, and the case has been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will be the defendant's initial appearance before state court judge, so we are able to handle several matters, including bond, possible arraignment, and a possible plea offer if one has been made by the state. I will be providing you with this reset date, which some of you have already heard, for the SAP calendar, which is August the 4th. And I also want to begin by reminding everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being recorded as well as live streamed on YouTube. So govern yourselves accordingly. I want to remind the defendants that you do have certain constitutional rights. The first being that you have a right to counsel. You should know who your attorneys are by now and have spoken to them prior to today or prior to this hearing anyway. Also, I want you to know that you have a right to remain silent. Remember that anything that you state about the facts, the circumstances, or the occurrences of your case can and will be held against you. The state is here and they're listening. So follow the lead of your attorneys and govern yourselves accordingly. All right, who do we have first, deputies?
Yeah, for some 25, Mr. Warren.
25, okay. This is 26 CR 004881A. Anaya Warren, one count of theft by shoplifting. I'm sorry, theft by taking. Pre-trial?
Um, they have two total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Tennessee. Their last arrest was November the 8th, 2025, out of Clayton County for cruelty to children. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. State?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, that is an open case out of Clayton County. It's cruelty to children in the first and cruelty to children in the second, both felonies. The Tennessee is an ag assault, obstruction, and evading arrest. She stole a bunch of merch from Georgia Tech, essentially, the other day. She's on camera doing it. There's a $2,000 surety already set in light of the felony and multi-state offenses. With state feels that's more than generous. We further ask that she stay away from all Georgia Tech premises, campus, buildings, etc. I will defer to defense if a social worker visit is needed. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, is it PD Pinto?
Yes, Judge.
Hi, how are
Uh,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Miss Warren is 23 years old. She's lived in the Atlanta area for 5 years. She did graduate high school. I understand that she's had a few previous arrests. However, she does not have any convictions, Judge. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 2, and we would ask for a signature bond on this theft.
Just a point of clarification, those in Tennessee are convictions.
The cruelty felonies?
No, those are open out of Clayton County. The ag assault out of Tennessee is a conviction. Ag assault, obstruction, and evading arrest.
I'm going to, the existing bond is a $2,000 surety, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will change that to a $2,000 signature bond. She's only been in Georgia 5 years. I'm going to put her on pretrial and at a level 2. I'm gonna ask that she take the anti-theft class that they have. I'm gonna ask that she stay away from all Georgia Tech property. And that's a pretty wide, vast area. Georgia Tech has quite a few, I mean, half of Midtown or downtown. So she's got to stay away from all Georgia Tech property. If they see her coming, she'll come back to jail. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that'll be it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, next.
Position 10, Miss House.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004863A, Monteria House, charging 1 count of simple battery, family violence. Pretrial.
No history to report at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, state.
That's not my case.
Oh, it's not.
Is it one that was sent to you by Mary?
No.
Okay, let me see. I have the last half of the alphabet, so. Yeah, I don't have this one. Can we circle back? I'll just wing it real quick if I can get a minute to pull it up.
The last name is House, House.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, let me look at one. Hold that thought. I remember seeing some. Okay, you know what? I got it. Hold on. There it is. Okay, I found it. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a simple battery family violence. A couple days ago, the cops were dispatched to 7937 Stratford Lane. Essentially, the victim, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, and I apologize. Vonchi Miltier was removing items due to the relationship ending out of that residency. Apparently, there's been ongoing verbal dispute as a result of said breakup and what is and is not each other's person's property. The victim was using a basket of the defendant to move some things. Defendant jumped and tackled on him. Several bottles of cologne broke that left some skin irritation and some marks on the victim. We have talked to Mr. Miltier. He says that they just recently had moved in together. They don't share any children. He claims that she's running an illegitimate business and that's why he left. Victim says defendant has threatened to tell his ex-wife he's part of the illegitimate business. She kicked him in the groin and choked him last week. She has threatened her family will harm him, called him 30 times in a row. That's a different charge that we're discussing. Apparently she tried to break in to get her things out of the apartment or the residence. He alleges she stole things that don't belong to him. He would like a stay away and a no contact order. He will not be on Zoom as the danger assessment safety score is a 19 right now. We're asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with Vonche Miltier. Stay away from 7937 Stratford Lane. I will defer to the court for a number of anger management courses. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD?
Thank you, Judge. Miss House is 34 years old. She's lived in Atlanta her entire life. She has two children, ages 15 and 7. Her whole family is here in Georgia. So she has very strong ties with the community. She has a master's degree in criminal justice and computer science. And she works as a real estate agent, which she's been doing for the past 10 months or so. She does deny the allegations. She denies living with the alleged victim. So she is more than happy to have no contact with him. However, she does have some belongings at his house, so she would ask for a one-time return with law enforcement to get any remaining belongings. As stated by pretrial, this is the first arrest she's ever had. Pretrial recommended a signature bond through the jail, and that is what we would ask for.
Point of clarification, not her first arrest, 2007 weapon in a school zone.
I didn't see that on the pretrial report.
Yeah, pretrial didn't say that. They said no history. So I don't know. This is restricted because of family violence, I believe.
That's correct, Judge.
All right. I'm going to order a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial. With that signature bond through pretrial, that'll be at a level 1. I'm going to order her to stay away from the incident location at Stratford Lane. I'm going to order her to have no further contact with the victim. I'm going to order her to take 6 anger management courses through pretrial. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
No, you're on. I'm sorry. Did you want to go,
That
Ms.
one-time escort. I'm sorry. Yes. She needs a one-time law enforcement escort back to the property. Do not go back to the property, Ms. House, unless you have your law enforcement escort. And it's going to be quick and fast. So
Is this a
escort-
level 1, Your Honor? I just want to make sure I heard
did
right.
say- I said level 1.
Okay, I just wanted to remind the court the danger assessment score is a 19. That's extremely high.
I'll just leave it at a level 1. All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, let's go 23, Mr. Waller.
This is 26 CR 004874Y, Daquan Waller. Pretrial.
There's seven cycles total out of Georgia. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2025 for criminal trespass. Also, in 2025, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. There's an FTA from 2025, appears to be a hold out of Albany for an FTA. The date of that is March the 5th, 2025. And their last arrest was out of DeKalb for an FTA on May 16th, 2025. Nothing further.
Thank you.
Yes, this incident occurred July 20th of this year.
The defendant struck Deputy Francois in the face and head several times at Rice Street. I actually believe if there's violence, if that's an penal institution, that should be on the felony calendar.
Um, Go ahead and present your case.
Yes. Uh, the officer was, I think, was dropping off a resident in front of the medical, at medical, and there was a request for help moving Waller for observation. He initially tensed up and refused commands to go inside of the tank. He further resisted grabbing the cell door. Once inside, the officer assisted in changing his clothing, and the defendant bolted and hit the officer by swinging his fists and hitting him in the face several times. There was no bond set on this. Our bond recommendation is a $3,500 surety and no further violent contact with Officer Francois or any law enforcement officer. Okay. The victim, Deputy Francois, says that this was his first run-in with the defendant. He said he's concerned about the defendant's temper and what made him get that angry. He says he has some bruising and he may even be here on Zoom. Deputy Francois, are you here? Okay, I don't see him.
It's a her.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What did you say?
Deputy Francois is a her.
Okay.
Not clear. You said isn't here?
No,
We
the
have
officer's
two
not here. She was
Francois.
addressing, she was classified as a him instead of a her.
Oh, it's a female.
There are two Francois out there. One is a he and one is a she.
And neither are on the Zoom call.
Normally they don't be.
Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead, PD.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Waller's 21 years old. He is already incarcerated on other charges. This is an incident that happened at the jail. I will note, according to the warrant, it appears to have been a mental health episode. But we would ask the court for $1,000 bond on this charge. He does have family here in Georgia, including his mother and his brothers. He does have his GED, and he was working at a UPS warehouse prior to his arrest. And he has far more serious issues to deal with. So for this count, we would ask for $1,000 bond.
All right. Due to the nature of it, I will order a social worker visit if that's what needs to be done to determine if there are any other services that he may need. But right now, I'm going to order $3,500 surety bond. No further violent contact with Deputy Francois or any of the other deputies at the Fulton County Jail. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that's all I can order. I'd love to say stay away from the jail, but we can't because he will be there. So that's all I have for right now.
Your Honor, are you sure that this doesn't belong on a felony calendar since it was violence in?
I need you to speak to your coworkers because we don't address it in this manner.
Okay.
It's come to us as a misdemeanor, so we process it. And if your office decides to send it up or change there's a whole process for that. But I don't generally address that on here. It's how you all charged it and sent it to us, and we have to give him a bond on what he has at this point. So speak to Ms. Evans Battle about that. All right. Next case, what do we have next?
Position 18, Miss Rose.
This is Kenyatta Rose 26 CR 0048884A, simple battery family violence. Pretrial?
There's 9 total arrest cycles. A last arrest was made March the 29th, 2022 out of Fulton for aggravated battery. That case was not presented to the grand jury. They have a 2007 DUI misdemeanor out of Clayton, a 2006 felony forgery where they got first offender. No seal date was listed. Nothing further to report.
All right. Date?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for a $3,500 surety. No further contact with the victim, Kenneth Akbar, and to stay away from the incident location at 211 Laurel Avenue. Defendant got into a fight with her boyfriend and assaulted him. Apparently he wasn't able to speak to her throughout the day. He got dressed to leave. Defendant knocked the stuff out of his hands, excuse me. When he bent down to pick him up, she hit him on the right side of the face. There is a previous report of violence between them in 2024, APD 240-360-404. They do live together. So 3,500 surety, no further contact, stay away. I will defer to the court for anger management courses. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
All right. PD?
Thank you, Judge. Miss Rose is 40 years old. She's lived in Atlanta for more than 26 years. She has 3 children, ages 16, 13, and 8. And she does have her GED. And she's been working at both the warehouse and at Kroger for about a year and a half. So she has strong ties to the community. She does contest the allegations. She says that they never lived together. And they don't currently live together. She would like to be able to have contact with the alleged victim if the court will allow it. She does not have any failures to appear in the last 2 years. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 2, and we would ask for a signature bond. She's already met with Women on the Rise and will be working with them once she's able to get out. And they have her set up to see a therapist and also other doctors.
All right. I will order the $3,500 surety bond based on that history. With that surety bond, she's to have no further contact with the victim, stay away from the incident location, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's it.
All right, next we got 13, Mr. Perry.
Pat?
Good afternoon.
This is, oh, wait a minute, 13. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong one. This is 26 CR 004872C, Brian Perry, charged with 1 count of battery, family violence, pretrial. You're on mute.
My apologies.
That's okay.
There are 41 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Virginia, and West Virginia. Their last arrest was May the 9th, 2026 out of Stone Mountain for an FTA. There's a 2020 misdemeanor conviction, driving while license suspended or revoked. A 2015 misdemeanor conviction for a vice charge. FTAs from 2019, 2 in 2023, 1 in 2026. There's an open battery case, 26 SC 003321. Nothing further to report.
The open batteries, Fulton.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. There's also a 2009 Cobb County battery family violence, so we are seeking a recidivist transfer to the felony DA's office for this matter. There's 10 felonies out of Virginia. We also, I won't go through it all, but there's a lot here in these 40-something cycles. The case is a little weird, I guess is the word. When the officers found her, she was basically bleeding from the head. She was reluctant to say that the defendant had done anything. But eventually she said that defendant caused her injury. She wouldn't provide details, only that he had done it and she had fallen and she was tired of saving him from his warrants. So we're asking for a $5,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Kiana Brown. Stay away from the incident location at 4701 Flat Shoals Road, especially in light of both the open felony and the fact that this will be a felony. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Perry is 56 years old. He's been living in Georgia for the past about 23 years. He has three children, one of which who does live here in Georgia, who also has two kids, which he had two grandchildren who he does try to visit every weekend or so. He worked as a contractor with Investor Service. He's been there for about 30 years. Since he came, sorry, since for about 23 years since he's been in Georgia. He recently had a hip replacement and he just started back working. Right now, he doesn't have hasn't received any income. Right now, he won't be able to post any bond due to him just returning to work after the hip replacement surgery. And to provide a little context within the case, Miss Brown, my understanding is a friend. Was down here visiting, does not live with Mr. Perry. Apparently, she lives in Maryland, I believe. But again, she was here visiting. There was an altercation, but in the report, it does state that there were numerous times where she stated that one thing had happened to cause injuries. She was asked again what happened. She then said another thing happened. And then finally, when she asked to be let back into the property, which Mr. Perry didn't want to happen, she was told that she couldn't be allowed back in. And that's when she stated, per the report, okay, well, Mr. Perry did this to me. Um, so in light of that, in light of the understanding he has the history, um, we would ask for if the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond. Again, Mr. Perry does deny the allegations. The report is shaky. And so we would ask for a signature bond or the lowest possible bond in this case, Your Honor.
Excuse me. All right, I'm going to order the $5,000 surety bond. With that surety bond, no further contact with the victim. And I was going to say stay away from the Flat Shoals address. I don't know whose address that is. Do we have a different address for the victim or not?
The victim was on the line, but she had to leave because she had a 3 o'clock interview. So she was on the line earlier. But
She told, according to the info, I'm sorry, Miss Lewis, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I was just letting you know that the victim was on the line, but she had to leave because she had an interview.
Okay.
Thank you. She said that Mr. Perry had been there for about 2 months after relocating from Maryland. She did, as the PD said, ask to be let into her residence. So it's my understanding that she lives there.
All right. So we will ask him to stay away from that incident location. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has any firearms, he needs to surrender them immediately to the sheriff's department. And I think that's all for now. Anything else, State?
Just for the record, Your Honor, I have no objection to your ruling. This victim is also the victim in 26 SC 003321. That was not charged as a family violence. As far as I know, we weren't able to tell if she's the victim in the Cobb County 2009. That is the basis for the recidivist felony transfer. I just wanted to make sure that we had that previous victim case on the record. Thank you.
All right.
And it,
I know that it was 2009, but it is the conviction, so I do understand. Sometimes again, if they're a repeat offender with the same victim, I do a cash bond. But I was not aware of that prior to giving the ruling, but given that and the number of cycles, I'm going to change this to a $10,000 surety. With that $10,000 surety, same conditions. I am concerned about the injuries and the other cases in the history and this same victim for quite some time if it was 2009. So the 10,000 surety, stay away from flat shows, the incident location, no further contact with the victim, and then the other conditions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Your Honor, and just for clarification, the 2009 incident was not the same victim again. And on that, again, is my understanding that she resides in Virginia. No, Maryland, I'm sorry, Maryland. And if it can be confirmed that she either has left or is not at the residence or is not allowed to get into the residence, do we have a way that he be allowed to return to his home?
He can sweep the property, law enforcement escort back to the property. If they can determine that all of her items and clothing and things are gone and that no one else resides there, he can reside there. But if not, he needs to stay away until law enforcement has swept that property to make sure that the victim does not have any belongings or identifiable, I guess, items of a female residing in that location.
And one last thing, is it possible that the $10,000 surety be reconsidered? There's no way that he'll be able to post that amount even if it's through a bond company.
No, I'm not sure. Even if the 2009, as the state has information that it is the same victim, even though she's moved to another state, I don't know if she's moving for her safety or because she's back and forth with the two locations. So I'm going to leave it at the 10,000 based on the
I don't think
allegations as well as the history.
I don't think the state confirmed that it was the same victim. I think
They have another case together, 26 SC 003321.
The battery in Fulton.
Let's see. It is in Fulton. I don't have the charge in front of me.
I think the pretrial read it. The 26 SC case was the battery out of Fulton, correct, pretrial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If that's the case with the same victim.
Yes.
All right. But they may have had 3 incidences or 2. 1 too many. So I'll leave it at the 10,000 surety.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, going to 22, Mr. Ward.
Is that 22?
Yes, ma'am. 24, I'm sorry.
Oh, 24.
Ward.
All right, 26 CR 004875G Camp Ward. Pretrial.
No history to report at this time, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, this incident took place April 9th, 2026. The officer went to 2910 8th Street in East Point regarding a situation between roommates. After police left, Bradley Hunter, the victim, went back to the home, and KJ, who's a neighbor, was upset, irate, and cursing, stating he didn't care if he went to jail for 2 years, but Ward pushed him and then stood over him and started punching him. He took Hunter's phone and threw it in the wood line that belonged to someone else. As stated, there's no prior history. There's no bond set. The state's recommendation is 3,500. Excuse me one second. I'm not sure. I see an acronym here for Miss Battle's case, SOB.
Signature bond.
Okay.
Yeah, signature on bond.
Okay, sorry.
Sign-on bond.
$3,500 signature bond. Points level 1, no further contact with Bradley Hunter and Malaya Williard. That's Maliah Williard, Willyard. Stay away from 2910 8th Street, East Point. We're also recommending 4 anger management courses and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
Okay. PD?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ward is 20 years old. He's lived in Georgia his entire life. His whole family lives here. He does have his GED, and he's been working as a server at a breakfast restaurant for the past 5 years. He does deny the allegations. He denies ever living with the alleged victim. And I will note that the allegations that he pushed him onto a couch. And it's a simple battery. There's no injuries, Judge. This is the first arrest he's ever had. We would ask for a signature bond through the jail.
And I'm assuming he has somewhere else to go, stay or live.
Yes, he resides in Alpharetta.
Okay. All right. There's 2 charges, the battery, family violence, and the death by taking.
Yes,
Is
that's
that
on the
correct,
calendar.
State? You're on mute, Ms. ASGB.
I'm sorry. I didn't see anything there for
Is
Miss.
there 1 charge or 2?
I'm sorry.
Is there a charge of
Oh,
battery?
yes, there's battery, family violence, and theft by taking.
All right, so you told me 3,500 on the battery was your recommendation. Do you have a recommendation on the death by taking?
Yes, can we split the difference? 3,500, so 1,750 for each.
Okay. And I'm not for sure what the theft was, what he took or didn't take.
He took the phone and threw it.
Cell phone.
Yes.
I'll do the division a little different. $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. And that'll be a level 1. So that'll be 2,500 on the battery, family violence, and 1,000 on the death by taking. And let's see, stay away from the incident location, no further contact with the victim. And I'll ask him to take 6 anger awareness courses through pretrial. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has a weapon, he needs to surrender it to the sheriff's department immediately within 24 hours of release. And I believe that's it.
Judge, what level you having this at, please?
Level 1.
Thank you.
All right, that's it.
Next, we have position 21, Ms. Tolliver.
This is 26 CR 004869L. The Keithia Tolliver driving hit and run pretrial.
3 total cycles. Last arrest was June 11, 2026. Excuse me, out of Union City for a DUI. They have a 2008 misdemeanor conviction for simple battery, family violence. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
Your Honor, this happened about 10 days ago, give or take, July 10th. Defendant and her BMW rear-ended a 2020 Ford Expedition driven by a CG. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. At the intersection of 10th and North Side. They pulled over to exchange info, but defendant left the scene before the officers arrived. Victim's Expedition didn't have any damage, but the victim was treated on site by EMS personnel. We have not had contact with the victim. We're simply asking for a $2,500 surety, as the essence is that she fled the scene. She also has a 2024 FTA. I don't know if pretrial had mentioned that. So a $2,500 surety to secure her return to court is all we're asking at this time. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, PD.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Tolliver is 26 years old. She's lived in Atlanta her entire life. She Most of her family is also here. She did do 2 years of college at Clark Atlanta University. And she's self-employed doing hair. She's been doing it for the past 10 years. She does deny the allegations. She and the alleged victim pulled over. A police officer came. He released her, and then the alleged victim called police again after she had left. So she denies ever, running, I guess. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 1, and we would ask for a signature bond through the jail.
Okay, I will order the $2,500 surety bond. With that surety bond, I believe she is not to be driving unless she has the proper license, insurance, registration, or credentials. I'm assuming maybe her license are suspended with this charge. She is to not have any further contact with the victim in this case. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. So $2,500 surety. That's it.
Thank you.
That's got number 6, Mr. Burks.
This is 26 CR 004859L, Anthony Birch. Do we want to do this later? I don't know what the facts
Yes.
are. It's a PI charge.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right, well, number 9, Mr. Cross.
Okay. 26 CR 004861K, James Cross, 1 count of criminal trespass, pretrial.
There are 72 total cycles. There's an open possession schedule 2, theft by shoplifting under 25 PI 009279. The last arrest was June 18th, 2026 out of Fulton for criminal trespass. That did result in a misdemeanor conviction. There are 6 misdemeanor convictions outside the last 10 years. There's a 2022 criminal trespass and a 2023 criminal trespass, both out of Cobb County. FTA in 2022, felony theft by shoplifting in 2024, possession of a firearm in 2020. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
Your Honor, there's already a $1,000 surety already set. He has a permanent ban for starting a fire at the Garnett Station back in 2025. That's case 250-200-203. We ask the 1,000 surety remain and to stay away from all MARTA, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons. And I will defer to defense if a social worker visit is needed based on 73 cycles. It sounds like it might be. That is all from the state. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cross is 65 years old. He's a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, uh, right now, he is not working. And he is FSI recipient. He has some college experience. He does have his family here, significant ties to the community, no means to be able to pay for a bond. Um, Understanding now that he has the permanent ban, I can't explain that he is not allowed to return to MARTA. The being considered, we would ask for a signature bond. If the signature bond is not allowed, we would ask for a lower cost of bond or at worst that it remain the same as the $1,000 surety. We do think he may benefit for a social worker visit for possible MH. That's all for the next job.
Okay. I will order the social worker visit for assessment for resources or to determine if he needs to go on the other calendar, competency calendar. Don't know, but I'll let the social worker visit assess him. I will leave it at the preset $1,000 surety bond. I'm going to remind him that he has a permanent ban to stay away from MARTA. No bus, no train, so needs to find other means of transportation, bicycle or either Lyft or Uber, because you cannot ride MARTA to get around. Drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe that's it. But you have a permanent ban from MARTA, so they'll see you when you go back if you do, and you'll just be rearrested again. So stay away. And that's it.
Next is position 26, Miss White.
Just before we get started, Deputy Milton, did you see the information in the chat regarding Mr. Murphy's number?
I did. It's
Okay.
already taken care of. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome.
All right, 26 is 26 CR 004876J, Amber White, charge of 1 count of battery, family violence, pretrial.
4 total arrest cycles out of Georgia. Last arrest was April 15th, 2024 out of DeKalb for possession schedule 1 and driving while license suspended or revoked. There is a 2018 misdemeanor conviction for DUI, an open case for aggravated assault, criminal damage to property, and possession of a firearm under 23 SC 190205. Nothing further to report.
All right.
Your
State.
Honor, this took place on July 19th at 493 Dashiell Lane. That's Dashiell Lane in Atlanta. The defendant started a dispute, stated that a dispute escalated when she was recording her mother, who was also the victim. Her name is Kershae White. I think that's pronounced Kershae, Kershea White, common spelling. Who rushed toward her, knocked the phone away from her hand. Kershae, the mom, struck her in the face with an open hand. She states that Amber was holding the phone within inches of her face and she had swatted the phone, and Amber grabbed her by the hair and bit her on the left inner bicep, and the officers did see those injuries on Kershae. There is no current bond set. We're recommending a $3,000 signature bond. This is a level 2, and to start FIP, no further violent contact, and I don't believe a stay away is needed, but no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. The victim did say that she was okay with the defendant coming home and having contact.
All right. PD?
Thank you, Judge. Miss White is 34 years old. She's lived in Atlanta over 13 years. Her whole family is here in Georgia. She did do some college at Valdosta State. So she does have strong ties to the community. She would like to be able to have contact with the alleged victim, which sounds like that's mutual. And however, she does have somewhere else she can go if necessary. She could stay with her cousin. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 1. It does sound like this was a mutual incident, just judging from the warrants. So I would ask the court for a signature bond through pretrial.
I'm going to order the $3,000 surety bond based on the history. And with that surety bond to have no further violent contact with the victim. I won't order the stay away since the victim is not requesting, although the 19th, so maybe there's been a day or so for cooling down. I usually don't allow them to go right back. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. But this would just be a no further violent contact. And I think that's it. Anything else?
No, Judge.
Okay.
Number 11, Mr. Ponders. Mr. Little, I'm sorry.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0048886B, Jonathan Littles. On count of battery, family violence, hindering a person making emergency call, and simple battery. Pretrial.
They have 10 total cycles with arrests out of Georgia and Florida. Their last arrest was February 18th, 2022 out of DeKalb for driving without a license and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. There is a 2009 possession of cocaine felony conviction out of Florida. A 2009 driving while license suspended out of Florida. Nothing further.
Okay.
Yes, this incident happened on July 12th, 2026. Officers were dispatched to 4845 Raylin Court, Railin Court, I believe, in South Fulton, regarding a domestic dispute. The victim, Bianca Davis, said that she was lying in bed when the defendant, who's her live-in boyfriend, came in and accused her of being unfaithful. He grabbed her hair and a tussle began. That's where she ended up with injuries. She managed to leave the bedroom, but he chased her through the house. She activated the emergency button on her alarm, which signaled to 911 to come through her home security service. But at some point, he had taken the phone and cleared the alarm so that police were not dispatched to the house. She ended up with a laceration to her face and a knot over her right eyebrow. There is no current bond in this case. The victim does, yes, the victim does say that she's fine with contact. The bond recommendation is a $4,000 surety with no violent contact with the victim, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
Okay. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Little is 37 years old. He's been living in Georgia for about 14 years. He currently does reside with his wife. They are married. They've been together for about 3 years, married for the past 3 months. He is self-employed, has jobs and businesses here. He has some college experience, certified in phlebotomy. Um, there was no mention of any recent history, no violent history, no mention of any FTAs. We don't think he's a flight risk. He has significant ties to the community here. Um, uh, they do reside together, and he does have four kids, all of which are in Georgia, who he does have relationships with and helps out with. He would like to be released so they could return to work to help out with those kids, um, and his wife. There is no object. We have no objection to the no violent contact. We would ask for a signature bond in this case. Otherwise, we would ask for the lowest possible bond in this case.
All right. Hmm. I'm going to order the $4,000 surety bond. That will be 3,000 on the battery family violence and I guess 500 on the other two, which is a total of 4,000. Um, I'm going to order no further contact with the victim, stay away from the incident location. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And if he possesses a gun, needs to surrender it within 24 hours of being released. And I think that's it.
And just for clarification, the state mentioned they spoke with the victim and that they asked for the no violent contact. We don't object to it. Is it possible that it be a no violent contact?
It's time for the victim to see they're on the line. You know, not, I don't know.
The victim on Brianna Davis, Brianka, or I'm not sure what the first name was. Is the victim on the line?
I don't believe so, but I think she stated that they spoke with her.
Is that true state? What'd you say?
I'm sorry, you said, what did the
About the
PD say?
victim contact.
Yes, he was fine. She was fine with contact.
Is this the victim signing on? Who's this signing on Motorola?
I don't know.
Right.
Motorola, who are you?
No, that's not her.
It's not her? Okay. Okay. All right. The problem is this was on the 12th. I guess there's been ample possibly cooling down. That's what I need to make sure of, that the victim is going to be safe, that there's been some cooling down. So I order no further violent contact, take away the stay away. I guess he can return as long as we don't have any future incidents.
All right.
But everything else will stay the same.
Just to make it clear, Judge, so there's no further violent contact and he's allowed to return back to the home.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
All right, that's number one, Mr. Abernathy.
'26 CR 004887J, Gary Abernathy, on count of simple battery, family violence, and battery against a female who is pregnant. Pre-trial.
There's 5 total cycles in Georgia. 2022 misdemeanor conviction for violating a family violence order. They appear to have a hold out of Forest Park for a probation violation. The date of that is January 28th, 2025. Last arrest June 2nd, 2025 out of Clayton for driving while license suspended or revoked. Nothing further.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, this incident happened on the 21st of this month, around 2:20 that morning. Officers were dispatched to a domestic violence call at 623 Waynes Court, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia. Officers met with Sequoia Harrington, who said that while she was asleep, she was awakened by punches to the face. This defendant had been going through her phone and accusing her of cheating. Officers observed dry blood on her shirt, welts on her face, bruises under her eye, and she was about 11 weeks pregnant at the time of attack. I do believe that they share a child together. The victim does want contact, but only for co-parenting. The state is recommending a total of $5,000 surety bond, so that's $2,500 per charge. No violent contact with the victim, no weapons while on bond, and to stay away from the incident location. And that incident location is again 623 Waynes Court, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not sure that I heard pretrial say this. I'm just going to bring this up quickly. He had a battery family violence arrest in 2021. He was also found guilty of a family violence order violation in 22. And then in 2018, there was a simple battery family violence arrest. So there seems to be a trend of violence there toward members of the household.
Okay. All right. PD?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Abernathy is 29 years old, lifelong resident here in Atlanta, Georgia. He does have 5 children. He's active in each and every one of their lives. Um, their ages range from 12 years old, the youngest is 1 year old. He does have an address that he lives with his father and his siblings. His entire family is here in Atlanta. He is gainfully employed, works uh, at McDonald's, and has a orientation for Amazon starting next week. He's a high school graduate of Mays High School here in Atlanta. Again, significant ties to the community, not a flight risk. Um, right now, it would be difficult for him to post a significant amount for a bond. He did also explain that there is no issue with a stay away from the location. He would desperately want to be released again as he is the head of the household, the child that they share. Is my understanding that he is the maintaining custody of that child. So again, he would like to be released so he could return to work and continue to provide for his family. We have no objection to the stay away, no objection to the no violent contact. We would be asking for a signature bond, as I don't believe there were any mention of any fates or peers. And again, so he could be released to his home in Forest Park, and then be able to prepare the defense for this case.
All right. I'm going to order a $4,500 surety bond, $3,500 on the simple battery family violence, and $1,000 on the battery against a female who's pregnant, for a total of $4,500. I'm going to order that he stay away from the incident location, have no further contact with the victim, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has a firearm, he needs to surrender that to the sheriff within 24 hours of making bond or being released. And I think that's it.
Number 3, Mr. Arias Matos.
This is 26 CR 004857B.
Do we need the
Maurice.
translator? I have a
Hold on.
note, at least in
Oh.
the warrant, that they needed to use a translator to speak to him during the incident. So I don't know if that was
Did
because
you communicate PD Ponder
Yeah.
with your client?
Yes, I was able to speak with them. I don't think we need a translator.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, pretrial.
They have one cycle. Their last arrest was December 29th, 2024, out of city of Atlanta for driving while license suspended or revoked. Nothing further to report.
All right, thank you. State.
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant was fairly intoxicated, approached the doorman at BJA Roosters. This was 2043 Cheshire Bridge Road. The doorman was Kenneth McNeil. McNeil would not let him inside due to his level of intoxication. Despite this fact, the defendant proceeded into the bar, snuck inside, at which point I believe it's the DJ, Mr. Tice, and Mr. McNeil, the doorman, followed him throughout the establishment, trying to get him to leave. He refused to leave. Eventually, defendant raised his hands like he was like, okay, passive gesture, and then clenched his fist and struck Mr. Tice on the side of the head. He then picked up a chair and struck him with it, and then they began to wrestle to the ground. We spoke to the victim. Defendant was never supposed to enter the establishment. He snuck in. Everything else is accurate. There is a request for a no contact and a stay away. The owner of the establishment has also confirmed defendant is not to return. The victim will not be on Zoom. Currently, there is a $3,500 surety in place on the battery and a $0 UJR in the criminal trespass. We would ask that it remain. No further contact with William Tice or Kenneth McNeil. He is to stay away from BJ Roosters at 2043 Cheshire Bridge Road. We will defer if an ADET based on his level of intoxication is necessary. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Arias Matos is 37 years old. He's been living in Georgia here for the past upwards of 2 years. He has three children, one of which who he does live with, he and his wife. Son that is 7 months old. Um, he is gainfully employed, has been working as a number for a year, currently a student at Georgia State, working or trying to become a licensed insurance agent. He actually has an exam coming up later this week, or the 27th, next week. Um, he has no violent history, essentially no history at all, just the last offense of like suspending and correcting it and went back and had that rectified. No history of any FTAs. There is already the preset bond at 3,500. In light of his history, his family, and his ties to the community, and not being a flight risk or threat, he also explained that this was an unusual incident, out of character for him. We would ask for a signature bond and allow him to return to defend his case, Your Honor.
Excuse me before we go any further. Miss Spear, I have that address as 2043 Piedmont Avenue, not Cheshire Bridge.
Huh. Okay, I believe you. I mean that.
No.
Not about believing her. What does the incident report say are the warrant?
I mean, that's where I got it from, but also sometimes my warrants are typed out early in the morning and incorrectly. So
Okay, I was looking at the warrant itself too, and it said 2043 Piedmont Avenue.
Oh, the
that
warrant
is
says Piedmont. Okay.
okay. Piedmont it is, no problem. Thank you, Miss Bridgewater.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let me this is his Only his second cycle, is that correct? And the first is a driving offense?
That's
Yes,
correct.
Your Honor, that's correct.
All right. So I will give him on this one a signature bond. And that'll be at 3,500, 2,500 on the battery, 1,000 on the criminal trespass. And I'm trying to think if I wanted to come through pretrial or not. I guess neither of these are restricted.
Well, he already received a UJR on a criminal trespass, Judge, through the jail.
Oh, he already has that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I
the
missed
battery's
that.
the surety, the UJR is for the criminal trespass.
Oh, you're asking for a split bond.
That's how it was set by the
Oh,
previous
it came over
magistrate.
as a split
Yeah.
bond. Okay. I will have it as a UJR signature bond on both. 3,500, 2,500, and 1,000. And I guess I'll let him go through the jail. Stay away from DJ Roosters, no further contact with the victim. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go on number 12, Mr. Meadows.
That's my case, Judge.
Hold on one second.
Right, right. What's your name? What's your name?
Judge.
Yeah. You think that, you gotta say this like this. This ain't bad. Court belongs to voters. Order. Right. Uh, okay. They just don't cover. Oh, you can go.
How you doing, Mr. Murphy?
Good, Ms. Spear.
Looking sharp today. You had real court?
All right, Attorney Murphy,
Yes, Judge.
which case are we doing yours now?
Number 12.
12,
That's
okay,
Mr. Meadows.
gotcha. All right, 26 CR 004837Y, Nicholas Meadows. Pretrial?
There are 19 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Arkansas. There are 6 felony convictions outside the last 10 years, a 2017 felony conviction for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm, 2025 criminal damage to property. There is a 2026 resisting arrest out of Arkansas. Appears to be a holdout of Douglasville. The date of the warrant is February 20th, 2026. Also appears to be on probation in Fulton County for possession of a firearm, 2 different cases. Nothing further to report.
All right. State? Where'd they go, Miss Lewis?
I'm here, but that's not
Oh.
my case.
You said Meadows?
I'm here.
It's Mr. Yes, Mr. Murphy case that we talking about position number 12.
Nicholas Meadows.
Yeah, that's Mr. Murphy's case. But you were asking what state who's representing. I don't know what state is presenting the case.
Well, I do see a note here saying that it was under reset cases, but I don't see anything
It
else.
was probably reset because of a conflict offender, but he has representation now, Attorney Murphy. So did you all work this one up, or what are we doing?
I guess
he was a
not. I don't
reset from
have it.
Monday's County. He was a reset from Monday's County.
For Monday?
Yeah, he was on Monday's County.
Okay. Oh, from Monday.
Judge.
Okay.
From Monday, that's correct.
Judge, I've conferred with him. It's my understanding he's being held on a serious felony. So, and I don't believe he's not even lawyered up just yet for that. I just asked for a reasonable bond. This is an incident from last December involving a spouse or girlfriend, but it's from back in December of last year. So I just asked for a reasonable bond therein.
All right, I do see that.
I'll probably speak with this as a housekeeping matter. Judge, when would be our next SAP date for him?
It is August the 4th.
Okay. Duly noted.
Do you all have anything
So I
else
would
to
just-
add, Evans Battle? I'm going to go off of his history and the minimal facts that I have to keep it moving.
That's fine, Your Honor. I was trying to see we have what's called cheat sheets. I was trying to see locate the one from Monday, but that'll be fine. Judge, if there's any particulars as to stay away or anything like that, I can locate that while you're providing the other information.
Right. And this happened December 18th of 2025. He's got bigger fish to fry. I'm going to give him a surety bond based on the cycles 19 multi-state offender, possession of firearms, things of that nature, and on probation. So the criminal trespass and damage to property, $2,000 surety bond, simple battery, 1,000, and obstruction, 1,000. So that's a $4,000 surety bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Since we don't have any updated information from the victim, I'm going to ask that he's have no further contact with the victim, stay away from the incident location if that happens to be her address, 200 yards away from the victim, her work or home.
And her name is Unique Jones, and the stay away location would be the 1429 Venetian Drive, Southwest Atlanta.
All right. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Mr. Meadows,
Let's
we'll
see.
talk soon.
Next, Your Honor, is position 22, Ms. Tukes.
That's my case as
That's
well,
yours
Judge.
too? Okay, good. That is 26 CR 0048885J, Tamika Tooks, one count of battery, family violence. Pretrial?
There are 3 cycles out of Georgia. Last arrest June 11th, 2026, out of Union City for a DUI. There is a misdemeanor conviction in 2008 for simple battery, family violence. Nothing further.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, defendant and her boyfriend back on July 20th returned from a party. The victim, Kevin Beasley, went upstairs to check on the kids. Defendant came up from behind him and grabbed his face, which caused some bloody scratches to appear over his nose, his eye, etc. We talked to the victim. They've been together for about 20 years, married for 14, give or take. He tried to walk away. That's when she jumped on him. Victim says defendant needs ADET. He says he has no opinion about stay away, but they will need some form of contact because of the kids. So we will be asking for a third-party transfer. We're asking for a $3,500 surety. Stay away from the incident location at 235 Fireside Way in Fairburn. No further contact with Kevin Beasley, the third-party transfer for the children. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Based on the fact that I show 2 DUIs, one from 2024, one from 2026, and the defendant's request for an ADET, we will echo that and ask for an ADET. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. I think that does it for the state. Thank you.
All right. Attorney Murphy? Go ahead. Can you hear me,
Judge?
Attorney Murphy? Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought you
I can.
froze for a moment. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Judge, my client has been in fact married 16 years with this to her spouse. She is a Fulton County employee, not in the court system, but she is a Fulton County employee for 15 years. She has 4 children, 19, 17, 10, and 7, all with the alleged victim. She does reside with the alleged victim at a house that's, I believe, owned by the victim's mother, the alleged victim's mother. Judge, I would ask that, given the minor children are still at issue here, that my client be allowed a signature bond. The only real current priors are due to allegations of things involving alcohol, but we would certainly stipulate to an alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment if it was prescribed. But I'd ask the court to consider a signature bond. She has lived in Atlanta all her life. Again, she's a county employee. And we, the last 2 children, she does have to manage the 10-year-old and the 7-year-old. And so we would ask the court to consider a signature bond, given that there is a history, but it's from, I believe, if I did the math right, 18 years ago. And so I'd ask the court to consider that, given the circumstances.
All right. I will order the $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. And that will be a level 1. I'm going to order, since Mr. Murphy will stipulate to the ADET and to follow any treatment recommendations for that evaluation. I'm going to order her to have no further violent contact. I think that's what the victim is asking for. State, unless I got that wrong.
He said that he didn't care so much about the stay away and the no contact as long as the children were being handled. So the state requested no further contact and a stay away with third-party transfer for the children.
Well, I think Mr. Murphy said this home, though, is owned by whom? The defendant's mother or the victim's mother? victim's mother. And I don't know, does the defendant have somewhere else to go live?
I have phone numbers to reach out for my client's mother, but given the two children situation, that changes the dynamic pretty significantly if you're going to bring in three as opposed to one. So again, I think that given the lack of history related to DV issues, that the court should allow us a signature bond and just no further violent contact. That would certainly be enough of a yoke to make sure my client will comply pending the outcome of this matter, Your Honor.
All right, I will order no further violent contact. I'm going to order no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe with pretrial, there is a parenting class, I believe, that they offer. And I'm going to order 6 anger awareness courses through pretrial as well.
Duly noted, Judge.
And I think that's it.
Judge, we appreciate the grace of the court. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. And I think you have one more, Mr. Murphy.
Yes. Yes, and Miss Tukes, I'll be in touch with your family in a little bit. Thank you, Judge. Yes, I have Vida Reed.
Yeah, she
Is that
made
who you have, ACDC?
no, she was here. She made bond.
Oh,
Right.
Reed made bond, number 15. Okay.
And Your Honor, for
Yes, ma'am.
position 7, Ms. Cannon, same result from Monday.
Oh, okay. Reset again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
So
may I,
Judge,
yes. Go ahead, Mr. Murphy.
Judge, I had spoken to Miss Reed, so that must have just happened within the last 30 minutes.
I know, Deputy. She bonded out just a few minutes ago.
No, Judge, she just posted bond with Tara Bonding Company. The jail just posted on there with a $3,000 surety. So they've got her in
Okay.
the process area for her to be processed out. She just, they just put it on her booking screen. I'm looking at it now.
Okay, Judge. That's all I have then, Judge. Thank you.
All right. See you next time. Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
and Your Honor, may I please be excused?
Hold on a minute. Let's see. Miss Nyla Cannon on position 7 is reset for MH again.
And Judge, we would ask that she be reset to the competency calendar, and we'll be sending someone out to try to speak with her again.
Okay. What is that calendar, Miss Lewis? I mean, the date rather.
For the next competency calendar, for 2 weeks from that, will it be on the 6th of August?
August 6th. Okay.
Is there not anything earlier we could put her on?
They get full quickly.
Like next Thursdays, perhaps?
Ooh.
Next Thursday, probably. Yeah, we could do next Thursday.
Think so?
Thank you.
The 30th, it'll be the 30th.
Will they be able to meet with her in time to know?
I'm sorry, excuse me. My understanding is that she's already on the. I'm sorry, never mind. Scratch that, never mind.
No.
She may not, as far as this particular case, she'll still need to get a bond
I was
before
about to say that.
week. So,
Yeah.
you know, in the past, if we have not been able to, I know Officer Mill saying my favorite lines is to ask if someone can take a phone to her so that the court will be able to see her maybe on Friday and just go through the process or steps with letting her know what's going on with the bond.
This battle,
I'm just saying so that she can, so that we can, you know.
Have nobody spoken to her from the PD to do a waiver of her appearance?
no, because she's not coming out of the room. She has not come out of the room.
Right. And so what they've done before, particularly Judge Williams has asked that we have you to go back with a with the phone so that we can see her and the court can give her rights, read her, and then we can, you know, go from there. So, what the charges are and give her a bond that way.
I'm all for her hearing
She
her
do have a
rights. She
preset
does,
bond already on here. Y'all know that.
yeah. She
Oh,
does
hold
have a
on. She
She
bond.
does
has
have a
one.
bond.
She
She
does have
has
a
a
preset bond already.
Tell us that, Ms. Lewis. What is it?
It's a total of $1,560. It's $780 on the PI charge and $780 on the willful obstruction.
Oh, she
Right,
has a
but
bond. There you
I know
go.
she has a bond, but she, does that negate her right to have a first appearance? I don't think that, 'cause I don't know what she, I'm not the public defender. I know I don't represent her, but I just hate for
Well, she's had
seniors
one somewhere for
not.
somebody to have given her one. Right, PD? So I don't know that
No, I think
negates
the bond is
necessarily.
probably set by the magistrate for certain offenses, and that's
Correct.
probably,
It's a preset bond from the
yeah, that was
magistrate.
Preset
preset.
by the magistrate. Well, what I'm
Right.
saying is that she does have a bond, so we're not running into Riverside or other things.
She hasn't had a first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the question. So,
Judge,
But
what they normally do is try to take a phone up there
right, we can try to do that.
on Friday. Well, I mean, we could
yes,
try to take a phone at any time, but I think somebody suggested doing it Friday.
Well, Friday, because she'll come up on the calendar,
Well,
so that the court
I mean,
can
if we're
observe.
just gonna do that, could we do that today?
It's up to the jail and the judge.
I don't know. Do you have the ability to do that today, Deputy?
Yes, I will do that.
She's been in jail for 5 days now.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I have one more question, and then once I take the ladies back, I'm going to take the phone down there and I'm going to log on to the Zoom.
Okay,
Okay, great.
fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just for position 18, Kenyatta Rose, her children lives there and they go to school in that neighborhood. So there's going to be a problem with her not being there at the house to make sure her children get to school.
What did I do? 18 rows,
Yes.
$3,500 surety bond.
And she has a stay away.
Right.
Will
Did
this,
we speak to the victim? That was a fight with the boyfriend.
Mhm.
Y'all never sound for the victim on the line, so we don't know if he was here or not.
I don't think
Hold
he
on, let
was.
me see. No, we did not have contact, and that's why office policy is no contact, no offer, no nothing. So that's why we asked for the no contact and the stay away, including the fact that there's a report of violence between them previously. There's also the 2022 ag battery. I believe that was dismissed. So we had some concerns. I understand her concern, but perhaps if the children are having issue getting to school, I worked in juvenile court, and there are other ways that that can be remedied. And I understand I would want to be there. I'm a mom. I have a kid who goes to school. But based on the criminal history, I have concerns.
can we clarify the address that she's ordered to stay away from?
I
I
have
showed.
211 Laurel Avenue. Is that what you
That's-
have, Ms. Spear?
Yep, that's what I have.
So I think maybe Miss Rose is confused because that's not, they don't live together. That's not her address. So maybe she
Right.
thinks that she was
She has to
ordered
stay away from her address and not it. Right.
Right.
Okay, my note says
Miss
that
Rose, wait,
according
I'm sorry,
to
is Miss Rose there? Is
Yeah.
that,
Yes.
can you tell us what your, I didn't understand the issue.
I'm saying I was asking about non-violent contact with the party. He has custody of my children. The children live there.
At the Laurel Avenue with
Yes,
him.
and they go to school from there. They move there to go to school from there.
Okay, but they don't have to stay
Yeah, they're
away. It's just
fine.
you.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining. That's what I was explaining. So can I have like no violent contact with him per se for that so I can still conduct with the children?
State requests
Get
third
in
party.
trouble, then I just have to be locked back up. I understand that.
Well, I'm not trying to get you put back in, and I understand that.
And I wouldn't.
You just had a violent incident, and
It,
I
it
have to
was
make sure
he
that
just
there's been cooling down.
it wasn't even like that. It wasn't even
Well,
like that.
Debate that with you today because I'm going on the
I know.
warrant police report, so I can't
I understand.
begin to litigate the case today. I just need to make sure that he's safe and the children are safe.
They are. They are. I promise you, Your Honor.
And they're safe even if you're not
So it
there.
sounds like
Yes,
she
they're
needs
safe
contact.
if I'm not there, but I just want to be able to conduct with them.
Let me ask you this, is he their father or not?
Their father died a couple of years ago, and he's been
Okay.
being there for them ever since.
Okay. I understand that. And I know what the state's going to say. They don't want to do it because they haven't spoken to him. And
an ag battery and a previous violence between the parties.
and you all have had previous violence. You see where I'm coming from?
Yes, but I'm also going to talking to someone about mental health issues and things of that nature. Is a lady came to talk to me today about.
Is that the Woman on the Rise program?
Yes, I'm getting whatever assistance I will need to help me mentally get everything. And I've also been going to the doctor myself. And the doctor has been working with me trying to figure out things that's going on, whether it's anxiety, depression, to get me on the proper medication so I can move properly.
Miss Lewis, can you add to her bond that she will participate in program or therapy and follow any
with any
treatment? And I'm sorry, Miss Holly,
no,
Miss
that's okay.
Bridgewater. Yeah, and that she comply and follow with any treatment recommendations and medications. That's going to be a part of your bond order. So if you stop treating and don't take medication or whatever that's been prescribed, then that can be a reason to revoke your bond. And I know you have the two small children.
Three children.
I'm very, very not sure to order it back. You know, the other previous case was in what year? Pretrial or the state? I thought it was a little
2024 and 2022.
okay.
This is what. Please,
But is it my understanding that one of those
don't need to be away
that
from
was
my
not presented, correct? The aggravated battery that was not presented to the grand jury?
That's
That was
correct.
the 2022.
Correct.
So, with all due respect, I don't, obviously that case was never proven, wasn't even pursued.
Okay, I'm gonna use this, Ms. Rose, to get you back on track.
Yes, please.
And I'm gonna trust that you're gonna get back on track. You're gonna treat, you're gonna go to this program, you're gonna get the therapy that you need to be with your kids. I mean, they need you, I get it, but also I don't need you there, causing conflict from them. They're little tape recorders. They're gonna see you fighting with their, their stepdad. So, all right, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Thank you so much.
So, Your Honor, let me make sure I have this order correct. Are we changing it to from no further contact to no further violent contact without the
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
And then
the
you
bond
add
is
in
still
the
going to
provision.
be 3,500 good bond and comply with any MH treatments.
Correct.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you, ma'am. And we'll wait for you to come back, Deputy.
I'm going to log on. I'm logged on to the Zoom, and I'm going to go downstairs.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, let's get 17, Mr. Robinson.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004870Y, Kendall Robinson, pretrial.
7 total cycles in Georgia. Last arrest was February the 25th, 2026, out of East Point for theft by receiving. There's an open case for disorderly conduct, possession of a firearm under 25 PI. 005927. Nothing further.
I show a lot of pending cases, 2024 reckless conduct, 2025 disorderly, obstruction, possession of a firearm, and the commission of a felony, 2026 theft of stolen property.
This the same person? Because pre-trial, you only had how many cycles?
I have 7 cycles. Are those cases ASG Spear, are those out of Fulton County?
You know what? I don't know because this isn't my cheat sheet. I didn't type this up. That's just what I show as pending and open.
They usually say where it is, what county or where it's coming from, I would think.
We can probably go back to the GCIC and see just that whoever typed this up didn't put that in there, and that is what it is. Let's see. July 20th, 826 Oakview Trace. Defendant allegedly came home drunk, woke his dad up for money. Dad said no. Defendant got aggressive. Father, who is disabled, was unable to defend himself, so mom got involved. I guess brother Ethan heard and tried to help the defendant, so defendant then began punching Ethan and then pushed his mother into the laundry room. Defendant was still drunk when the cops got there and acted irate, refused to obey orders, continued to act up at the hospital, refused to wear a seatbelt in the car, and keep his hand behind his back. Yes, Ethan is the younger brother, excuse me, he's 21. According to Ethan, there have been prior incidents in the home. Ethan believes defendant needs MHET and ADET. There is talk of a traumatic brain injury. Let's see. There's a lot going on here. According to his younger brother, like he may need to be on the 11 o'clock competency. Mr. Ponder,
Yeah.
did all seem well when you spoke with your client?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also allegations that he has seizures. I won't go too much into it, but it looks like there's a lot here. The biological parents said that he has been problematic since middle school, but the TBI made things worse. There was an MHET, but it was never completed. In fact, it wasn't completed because the doctor felt the defendant was a danger to himself, the doctor, and his parents, and they were asked to leave. State has really big concerns about this, and I'm not convinced that this is what it seems. Currently asking 3,500 surety for each charge. Let's see, I don't really do math. 10-5, 35, 7, 10-5, I think is right. MHET, ADET, no further contact with Corey Robinson. Oh, I'm going to say this name wrong. Quinokia Robinson, his mom, and younger brother Ethan Robinson. Stay away from 826 Oakview Trace. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. If we could sound for any of the victims in this, just to see if they have input on what's going on. I don't see them, but any of the Robinsons present? Let's see. I can't tell. I don't see them. But between the allegations of the ADET, the TBI, and various other MHET issues, the state has some concerns. So 10-5, ADET, MHET, no further contact with the victim, stay away from Oakview Trace, South Fulton, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
So you said 3,500 on each of the 4 charges?
I only have 3. Is there 4?
There are 4.
Okay, well, thank
That's
you so much, the
14,000.
person who helped me. So that would be 14 total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it says.
Okay. Okay, PD.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Robinson is 25 years old, lifelong resident here in Atlanta, Georgia. He does reside with his mother and sibling. Um, Currently, he is gainfully employed. No, sorry, he is not gainfully employed. He disability. He experienced a serious brain injury in the past. Um, Due to that, there are some things that he definitely would need to receive assistance with as far as medically to treat that injury. He is a high school graduate from Langston Hughes High School. His entire family is here. Outside of his immediate family, he has other relatives here. He has significant ties to the community. We don't believe he is a flight risk. Don't believe that there were any mention of any FTA, failure to appear. Um, with these considerations, we would ask for a signature bond. Again, we would not be able to post a bond in any amount as again, he's unable to work, has no significant income. If a court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond, surely not a $14,000 surety bond, which would in effect work as no bond in this case. We have no objection to the uh, stay away. We would ask for no violent contact, but if there has to be no contact, he does have another address that he could go here in Atlanta and live with. Um, no objection to a stay away. And again, we would ask for a signature bond or the lowest possible bond.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. I'm going to order a surety bond because of the history. And I guess, are we putting him on the competency calendar I'm hearing? Miss Lewis or
Um,
Miss
maybe
Bridgewater?
maybe a social worker visit. I don't.
Sounds like he's beyond the social worker visit. Sounds like he's got a lot going on. And I don't know the social workers. And let me
Excuse me, Your Honor.
hold on a second. Yes, because I see ACDC on.
Okay. Ms. Cannon, I have the judge on the phone here. She would like to tell you something.
Ms. Cannon? Go ahead, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Cannon, you're being charged on this calendar with some misdemeanor offenses. 26 CR 004827G. You do have a right to remain silent. Anything that you state can and will be used against you by the state. So, and you have a right to representation, but we need you to know what you're being charged with. One count of public indecency, second count of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. And so, do you want to waive your appearance in court, or you want to participate in the court proceeding? Can you say anything? Would you give us permission to go forward with your case and set your bond? Is that okay to do? To set your bond in the case to see if you can get out or get an attorney to help you to get out? And here's your attorney here, Miss Pinto. Can you answer me? You want to say anything, Miss Pinto?
Judge, I think as long as she's heard her rights, I mean, she has a bond already. I'm not sure even if we got a waiver, if we could say that it was a knowing waiver. So, she has a bond. She knows
And
what
I'll
she's here for. So
yeah, I would give her a bond. Read her rights. You do have a right to counsel and representation, Miss Cannon, and your attorney is here, Miss Pinto, the assistant public defender. And so I'm going to set the bond for you. Just wanted you to know your rights and what you're being charged with, okay? I'm going to take the blinking of an eye to mean that you do hear me and understand what I'm saying. You just choose not to want to communicate with me, and I do understand that, but we are trying to help you, okay? All right. Anything else that I need to do?
I don't think so, Judge. I mean, we've already have the reset for next Thursday, correct?
Right. For inmate evaluation on August the 6th. And I will keep her bond as set, 1,560 surety bond, 780 on each of the charges.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Deputy.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, and I apologize. PD Ponder, let's go back to this other case, which is on, is it?
17.
Thank you. Kendall Robinson. And Kendall Robinson obviously needs to be put on the calendar as well. It seems the competency calendar. Which one can he go on? Miss Lewis or Miss Bridgewater?
We'll do the fast track for next Thursday.
Next Thursday?
Yes.
Which is?
Will be
July the 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, July 30th. I'm gonna give him a surety bond on the simple battery, 3,500, willful obstruction, 1,000, simple assault, family violence, 2,500, and simple battery, 1,000. So that is going to be, let me do the math real quick. Is that 8,000?
Yes.
Okay. All right, $8,000 surety bond. And with that surety bond, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And we're going to ask that he stay away from the incident location and have no further contact with the two victims. Looks like his brother and mother.
And father.
I
And
have
father.
Corey,
Three
Ethan, and Quanika. I hope I said that right.
mm-hmm.
Are we on the same
Two
page?
victims. Is it two victims or three victims?
3, mom, dad, and brother.
Yes.
Gotcha. Mom, dad, and brother. Okay.
And can I do this, Judge, go over those amounts for me again? I was switching from the other person that we had to take the phone to, so I didn't get some of the bond amounts. I know on the simple battery, it was
3,500.
3,500. Okay.
Willful obstruction, 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Simple assault, 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
And simple battery, 1,000. For a
Got it.
total of 8,000.
Okay, got it. Okay. So
Okay.
he's going
All
to
right.
that comp calendar.
For
Yeah.
July 30th.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
All right. Thank you. All right.
All right, number 5, Mr. Christopher Brown.
Okay. This is 26 CR 004864L. Christopher Brown, charge of 1 count of battery, pretrial.
2 arrest cycles. Last arrest was February 5th, 2026 at a Cobb for burglary. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear Miss Hardy. I have a 2024
Oh,
possession
go
of
ahead,
weapon.
Miss Hardy. Say that one more time, Miss Hardy.
There's 2 cycles in Georgia. The last arrest was February 5th, 2026 at a Cobb for burglary. And that was all I was showing.
Okay, I have a 2024 open out of Peachtree City for possession of a weapon, possession of a Schedule 2, in addition to the smash and grab in Cobb. In any event, this was a dual arrest, Your Honor. The defendant picked up a misdemeanor battery. His co-defendant, Shemaiah Stanford, picked up felony ag assault and criminal damage to property in the second. This happened at his house. His mother invited the victim slash co-defendant over to speak. Things got out of control. He hit her with a chair. We're asking for a $2,000 surety. No further contact with Shemaiah Stanford. We are not asking for the stay away. We will defer to the court as to the number of anger management courses. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown is 22 years old. He's been in Georgia his entire life here in Atlanta. Lives with his mother. Currently works as a delivery driver for Amazon. He's been there for the past year and a half. He graduated from Fulton Leadership Academy. Um, Wants to pick up a trade in auto body collision. Um, has significant ties to the community. Again, he's been here his whole life. His family's here. We don't believe he's a flight risk. No instances of any failure to peers. Limited history. No violent history. We don't think he's a threat to the community in any way. He would like to be released so that he could prepare to defend his case. With these considerations, his history, his ties, we would ask for a signature bond in this case. If the court is not inclined to allow a signature bond, we would ask for the lowest possible bond. We have no objection to the no contact. I'm sorry, we would ask for a no violent contact. No violent contact, but if there has to be no contact, we are fine with that. Again, he does live with his mother.
And the victim is his mother.
No, not necessarily. Well, yes and no. Mom and their apartment got some abuse, but his victim slash co-defendant got a black eye. He is the victim of her ag assault. So I'm not really worried about mom so much as I am the co-defendant slash victim. He can talk to mom. He can keep living in the apartment. It's theirs. I don't have a problem with that. It's him and
The other
Miss Stanford.
co-defendant.
Yeah.
Right.
If she picked up felony ag assault on him, they have no need to see each other.
All right. So the no further contact is with the co-defendant, Miss Stanford, correct?
Correct.
Um, and the mother's not listed as a victim, correct?
Correct. It's interesting because she's the backbone of the entire warrant. She's the one who called and told everything that happened, but she's actually not listed as a victim at all, although it is her, I believe, toilet and countertop that were damaged in the apartment.
Damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as as long as the defendant and the co-defendant stay apart, have no further contact, that would resolve that, I'm assuming. I'm going to give him a surety bond. How old is the defendant?
22.
22. I'm gonna give him a $3,500 surety bond and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Does he need a social worker visit? Sounds like he might. Does he have some resources he may need? Possibly. I don't know what you feel, PD Ponder.
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Again, he doesn't have much of a history in this incident happened, but yeah, I don't think he needs anything from that.
Okay. All right. I won't order the social worker visit. Didn't know if there was any issues that he needed to discuss or to get some assistance with. But he needs to have no further contact with this Shemaya Stanford. Stay 200 yards or 2 football fields away from her. Next.
Okay, Mr. Collins,
Who is that?
number 8, Mr. Conley.
Oh, 8. This is 26 CR 004860B, Mark Xavius Conley. Pre-trial.
There are 31 cycles, arrests out of Georgia, California, Florida, Missouri, and Tennessee. Last arrest was August the 21st, 2024, out of City of Atlanta for theft by taking. There is a 2023 theft of property out of Tennessee, a 2023 trespassing and obstruction out of Florida, 2013 theft by taking out of Fulton County. Nothing further to report.
Your Honor, this happened at 184 Forsyth Street. The victim, Miss Carrie Griffin, alleges the defendant owes her $30. Tammy Phillips, the resident manager, provided video footage that shows Miss Griffin in her wheelchair approaching the defendant as he's sitting outside the laundry room. The video shows that they're clearly engaged in some kind of heated debate, if you will, verbal argument. You can see the victim pointing her finger in his face. Allegedly, she made some threats to him. However, she never made physical contact. However, the defendant stands up, goes over to Miss Griffin in her wheelchair, and uses his right forearm and elbow to strike her. I believe it's in her eye, is where the redness was. State's asking a $2,000 surety, no further contact with Carrie Griffin or Tammy Phillips. Stay away from 184 Forsyth Avenue. In light of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states with multiple cycles, we feel this is more than generous. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Conley is 54 years old. He has been living in Georgia for the past 10 years. He has 3 kids. He is a Morehouse graduate. He is ex-Navy, has some time in the military. He was in the Navy, served in the Navy. Right now he's currently not working, receives Social Security. It's gonna be difficult for him to post a bond. He does have some um health and mental health things that he has been working on, probably stemming from being in the Navy. He has explained to me that it was self-defense. He was approached by the victim, again, who then, you know, threatened, stated in the report, threatened, pointed finger in his face, and he was attempting to kind of remove himself from the situation, but it ended up escalating to the point where the allegations kind of transpired further. Um, in reading the report, it seemed to me that again, he was sitting there and she approached him um, and made the threat. So again, that's kind of what this subject meant. So he would like to again be released so that he could prepare that defense. He denies the allegations. Um, for those reasons, Your Honor, we would ask for a signature bond. We understand that he has the history in various states, but again, he resides here. We would ask too that since this is the transitional living area, believe they stay on separate sides of that. We would ask for there to be either a no violent contact, uh, and they're just we would say neighbors. But yeah, we have no objection to the stay away. I just will I would like him to be able to return back to his residence, but not be in violation of the bond condition being you know, if they were to happen across the paths. I don't think there have been any other instances between the two. They don't live
Who is
together.
she to him? What's the relationship? Who is she to him?
They both live in that transitional unit or area. Yeah, they're neighbors in that same, I guess, I don't know how you would describe it, neighborhood or complex. No, it's complex. The complex. You stay where I'm standing. And they stay on separate sides of that complex. The transitional unit is on the side, the residential, I guess, container, I don't know how to describe it, but the shipping container that they build. So yeah, we would ask for a savings bond, otherwise the lowest possible bond, and a no violent contact, and probably a social worker visit for MH.
All right, I'll order the social worker visit, but I'm totally confused on what you're asking me to do or what to do. You know, no further contact with the victim, obviously. I want to say stay away, but if it's transitional housing, you know, and I want the victim to be safe. Have you all spoken to the victim? Is the victim on the call? Can you
We have not
sound
been
for
able to
them?
reach her, Your Honor.
And I don't know what this transitional housing is. Is it a huge house and they renting rooms? Is it? I have no idea about the setup.
I think it's the
And
Shipping containers right off next to Greyhound.
The
They
shipping
step
oh,
container.
phone, so there's no way I need to have contact with you. Ain't gotta worry
I don't know about that.
about it. I'm not a violent person, so I don't have to.
Um, you say there's no way you'll have contact with her now going forward. You had contact with her on that date. I don't know. And she's in a wheelchair. Who's in a wheelchair?
She's in the wheelchair.
She's
The
in a wheelchair.
victim.
The victim. So she's got to be protected right now until we can get a hold of her. So you're gonna have to find somewhere else to go live, Mr. Conley, or stay somewhere else, or rent a room somewhere else. Because the victim has a right to be safe right now and not in fear of you being around or being there. Of course, I don't know, can you be 2 football fields away from her? It's a long way away.
They stay on opposite ends of the
It's not like,
Container.
yeah, we don't see each other daily like.
it's a group of containers where people live individually in each container that they have made like housing. And I think their separate containers are on separate ends of the
So what did I dare ask, how did you get to her that day? But if you got to her that day, what my fear is,
Approached me.
it might.
She approached me, y'all. It wasn't me going to her. She came to me. She blocked me in the corner. She trapped me in the corner. Like
Okay, don't say anymore. I've got to do what I don't want to do, which is to say that you have to be 200 yards or 2 football fields away from her, and I don't think you can safely do that right now. Plus, I don't know, with 31 cycles, I'm probably not giving you a signature bond, that's for sure. So it'll be a surety bond, social worker visit. So it's a $2,000 surety bond. You are to stay away from Miss, I didn't write her name down, I apologize.
Kari, Carrie Griffin, traditional spelling.
All right. You need to have no further contact with her. And you've got to stay away from that incident location, because I'm not convinced you can be 2 football fields away from her. So you're going to need, while you're on bond, to find somewhere else to stay temporarily until this case can get resolved in some manner, and the state will have time to talk to her to see what we need to do for her safety.
this wasn't an attack. This was an attack on me.
Don't go there, because you're being charged right now. All right. So $2,000 surety, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from the incident location, and no further contact with the victim for now.
So I can't go back to my phones and stuff like that.
One time police escort to go back to get your personal belongings. You got to arrange it with the police. Do not go back by yourself. Arrange with the law enforcement officer to escort you back to get your personal belongings one time. All right, that's it.
No, 14 is polite.
Fourteen 26 CR 004866H, Sumerian polite pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, they have 4 arrest cycles in Georgia. Their last arrest was May the 5th, 2025, out of Fulton County for an FTA. There's an FTA from 2025. Nothing further to report.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. This happened July 20th at 1921 Jonesboro Road. The victim is Jalen Scales. I don't know if she's with us or not. We were able to reach her. Victim says that they were in a physical altercation when defendant grabbed her by the neck and began strangling her and would not allow her to leave the location. When he did release her, he pulled her hair out, which led to visible injuries around the neck and back of the shoulder. Victim says that he never obstructed her breathing. Let's see. She says that she's okay with everything, but due to the allegations of strangulation, state of Georgia feels it's best to have no further contact with Jalen Scales and to stay away from the incident location at 1921 Jonesboro Road. We're further asking for a $3,500 surety. We will defer to the court for the number of anger management courses, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Petey Ponder.
I don't know. I don't know if she's in. I don't know if she's in Zoom.
Say
He
it
has
again.
somebody on Zoom for him. You may have to sign
Oh,
him
okay.
out. His mother's on
Who's
Zoom, I
on?
know that. I know his mother's on Zoom. I don't know if the victim is on Zoom. You have to sound for
It looks like
We only need to hear from the victim.
I see someone named Jalen. I don't know if that is Jalen Scales or
him.
not.
It is. She indicated it is. If you want to speak, Miss Jalen, please start your camera. The judge is addressing you at this time.
Okay, that's okay.
All right. Jalen, are you driving or riding?
No, I'm just sitting in the car.
Okay. All right. Do you want to answer a few questions for me? Yes or
Yes.
no? Okay. I need to see your face. Sit up some because you have on a baseball cap. Normally we take off
No, I have
hats.
a work hat.
I understand. Thank you. All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Sumerian Polite?
No.
You want to have any further contact with him?
Yes.
Do you all have any children together?
No.
Okay. You all are dating?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
22.
How old is Samaria?
22.
Okay. All right. Do you all reside together? Live together?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been living together?
Like a year.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. State, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
No. All right. PD Ponder,
yes,
you can mute yourself for me, Ms. Scales. Thank
yes,
you.
yes, Your Honor. Mr. Polite is 22 years of age, lifelong resident here in Georgia. He has two kids, both are 3 years old. He does have custody of one of his 3-year-old children. Currently employed as Mr. Car Wash. He's been there for about a year. He is gainfully employed. Attended Maynard Jackson High School, working on his GED. His entire family is here. His job is here. He lives here. Significant ties to the community. He has explained to me that this was just an argument. He denies the allegations in the report. We would defer to Ms. Jalen as it pertains to the no violent contact, and with that there not be a stay away again as he does live there. They live there in Jonesboro with his mother, who is in attendance with us. He has the support of his family again. He denied the allegations in the report. There was no history other than, I believe, traffic and the FTA that he didn't know about. Other than that, Your Honor, there seems to be no history. We would ask for a signature bond in this case. Otherwise, we would ask for the lowest possible bond on behalf of Mr. Polite.
Okay. All right. And I understand his mom and sister are on. Like I say, I don't speak to them at this point. You can have another opportunity later in this case to talk. As far as this happening on the 20th, want to make sure there's been the ample cooling down period. Because of the FTAs, I'm not going to give him, I don't think, a signature bond, because I want to make sure that they are apart for a minute to cool down.
And he does have another trigger with his grandmother or father, who also reside in Atlanta. That is, you're concerned with cool down period. He does have other techniques.
All right, I'll give him a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial. That'll be at a level 1. With that signature bond through pretrial, he is going to have to stay away. I know Miss Jalen Scales said she wasn't in fear of him. Got some concerns there. Their young age probably needs some counseling. But I right now want him to have no further contact with her. I want to make sure this is over and that she will be safe. So no further contact with her. Stay away from the incident location. Who lives at the incident location? Both of them? The mother's location?
Correct.
Okay. Do they live with his mother?
Correct. But he has explained that he's already in the process of leaving, so I believe the one-time police escort, he has already stated that he's gonna leave that area.
Okay, something needs to happen so that they can be apart to cool down, get their heads together. So I'm going to order that he stay away from that location. He can have a one-time law enforcement escort back to the location to get his personal belongings. While he's on bond, he needs to stay away from that location, have no further contact with Jalen Scales, meaning he's to be 200 yards away from her, 2 football fields, no social media, no third-party contact or anything like that. If the bond needs to be modified, he can talk to you as his attorney to make a motion to the court for that. But right now, so that I make sure that things have cooled down, I don't want them to have any contact. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If he has a gun, he needs to surrender to the sheriff within 24 hours of being released. And I think that's it for now.
Yes, I think the mother has a question regarding about the stay.
Mom, I'm gonna let you ask one question quickly.
Ms. Sims, please unmute. Miss Sims, unmute, please.
I was just going to say that I'll make sure that they stay apart because I believe that they do need a cool down time. And but he does have to take care of his two children. So I appreciate you, Judge. And I'll make sure that they
All
stay
right,
apart.
you can hopefully assist him with being super grandma, help him take care of the kids for a minute until we get through this. So we appreciate your support of him, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
All
much,
right, thank
Judge.
you. Uh-huh.
All right, this is 19 Stone.
All right. This is 26 CR 004879G Joseph Stone, pretrial.
They have 17 arrest cycles out of Georgia. Last arrest was May the 6th, 2013 out of Marietta for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. There are 5 felony convictions outside the last 10 years. There's a 2014 disorderly conduct misdemeanor out of Cobb, 1990 false information to law enforcement. Nothing further to report.
Your Honor, this took place on July 21st, 2026. Officers responded to 1120 North Avenue Northwest, where someone had called regarding a government tag on one of the employees' cars. The tag belonged to a car that had been there recently. When the manager asked the employee being the defendant here, he did admit that he took it because his plate had been stolen and he needed a tag. The current bond is $4,000 and we are recommending the same surety bond. $2,000 for each charge.
All right, let's preset at 4, okay?
Pardon?
I said you said preset bond 2,000 each at 4,000, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. PD Pinto.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Stone is 55 years old. He's lived in Atlanta his entire life. He has 5 children, most of whom are grown now. But his whole family lives here in Georgia. He has a bachelor's degree from Georgia State. He's been working for the city of Atlanta for the past 17 years. So he has very strong ties to the community. I understand he has a history, but it sounded like the last felony was in 1990. So, 36 years ago, Judge. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 2. We would ask for a signature bond, or a surety not to exceed 1,000 total.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm showing an aggravated assault and burglary conviction from 2012. Another burglary conviction from 2010. Another misdemeanor conviction from 2014. So I just want to make sure that that's on notice.
I'm just going off of what pretrial read, Judge.
Yes, I understand.
All right, I'm going to give him the $4,000 signature bond. And that signature bond, these are not restricted charges. I guess it can be through the jail. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Your Honor, you're gonna
And I
break it down? There are 2 charges.
Yeah, 2,000 each.
Okay.
So 4,000 signature bond through the jail. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Anything else?
No, Judge.
Okay. What do we have next?
Number 27, Mr. Whitlock.
26 CR 004882G. Dredrick Whitlock, pretrial.
17 arrest cycles out of Georgia. Last arrest was July 23rd, 2011, at a city of Atlanta for requesting ambulance service when not reasonably needed. There is a 2002 possession of cocaine felony conviction, 2002 disorderly conduct, 2000 false information to law enforcement, and criminal trespass. Nothing further to report.
Right. Straight. You're going mute. ASG Spear.
Okay, sorry about that. On July 21st, Officer Love was dispatched to 149 Westlake Avenue. The dispatch says it was a fight in progress involving a weapon, but we don't see any further evidence of that. Miss Venetia Griggs, I hope I said that right, said she was on FaceTime with her mom when a dispute occurred between her and the defendant. The argument escalated and defendant struck her on the right lower side of her face with a closed fist. She said she would self-transport if she needed further medical attention. We're asking for a $2,000 surety, no further contact with the victim, Venetia Griggs. Stay away from the incident location, 149 Westlake Avenue. Anger management courses, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. I'm just looking to see if I don't see Miss Griggs. If Venetia Griggs is on, I don't see her, but that's it. Thank you.
All right. PD Pinto.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Whitlock is 45 years old. He was born at Grady and has lived in Atlanta his entire life. He does have one child that's 3 months old. His whole family is here in Georgia. And he works for the National Aviation Service at the airport. He's been there about 9 months. I understand that he has some previous cycles. However, I heard the last felony conviction was in 2002. His last arrest was in 2011. So he's not been in trouble in a long time, Judge. He is happy to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. Regarding the stay away, though, that is Mr. Whitlock's address. She does not live there. She doesn't have a key to the location. She actually removed all of her belongings yesterday. So we ask that he be able to return to that address since he lives there and she does not. Pretrial recommended a signature bond at level 2. We would ask for a signature bond, or if the court is not inclined, a surety not to exceed 1,000.
Okay. With 17 cycles, I guess some of them are remote. Quite a few are. He's got a lot of cycles, though. And you have not spoken to the victim?
No, we have not, Your Honor. So if we would like to use the traditional language about returning, doing a sweep, seeing that if she has in fact removed her items, that's perfectly acceptable to the state.
All right.
If I recall, was this the one where the sister had to go in and get his stuff when the police were there, though? If I remember
I don't know.
I will double check.
Is that so, Mr. Whitlock?
I assume she's referring to something that's in the warrant.
Yeah, his sister had to come up and get his stuff out of the apartment. But it was my understanding that he had a room and the victim had a room. And so the sister went into the defendant's room to gather his belongings. But
I think it was the other way around. I think the alleged victim's belongings have already been removed from the location.
Okay, he's shaking his head that that's it. Okay.
So we can consent to the return with the sweep to make sure that that is in fact the case.
Okay. And I think his last arrest was in 2002. Or 2011 was it?
Yeah, it has been a while. Up until this point, all of his cycles have involved drugs, not violence.
Okay. All right, I will order a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, and he can take a one-time police escort back to the property to sweep the property to make sure the victim does not reside there. The police determine that he can stay. If not, he'll have to stay somewhere else. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond, and no further contact with the victim. All right. Anything else?
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to number 2, Mr. Aldridge.
Okay.
That needs to go dead last.
We are dead last.
Okay, if you're sure.
I see 3 people in there.
Well, the other guy, he got similar cases. Well,
What did he say?
They have similar cases.
Oh.
What about that? Ooh. Well, if the jail is telling us to go forward. All right, this is 26 CR 0048883E. Is this Rodriguez Aldrich?
Yes.
Pretrial?
There's 18 arrest cycles in Georgia. The last arrest was July the 9th, 2015 out of Fulton County for a CWAC. There's a 2015 aggravated assault. Also possession of firearm, 2008 robbery, appears to be on probation for aggravated assault under 15 SC 136431. Nothing further to report.
That ag assault was amended from the CWAC charge. He's required to register as a sex offender. Because of this charge and the circumstances, we have alerted the Sex Crimes Division of the DA's office, the offender registry, and probation. In this particular instance, the defendant was sitting in a chair in the Cricket Wireless store at 6125 Old National Highway. I will skip over the finer parts. The victim turned around and caught the defendant in flagrante delicto, if you will. He then walked, this is all on camera. He then got up, placed his glasses on his face, and walked out the door. We've spoken with the victim. She has serious concerns about him. She says that he has told her he lives in her neighborhood. He wants to know where her car goes. He wants to know where she is if he notices her car gone. This is right up against a stalking charge, Your Honor. Victim is nothing short of terrified, does not even want to be on Zoom or Vine. We're asking for no contact with her, stay away from her job and her home. We're asking for a $5,000 cash bond, an ankle monitor, and of course, do not return to the Cricket Wireless on Old National Highway. SDET, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
What's the victim's name?
Vanessa Moreno, Moreno.
Hmm. All right. Petey Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Aldrich is a 43-year-old lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia. He has 4 children, ages 19, 15, 10, and 8. He's in their lives. He lives currently with his mother. His family is here. He works in construction. He's been with the and Colgate. He's been doing that for about a year. Yeah, he also has a fiance that he has an apartment with as well. He is a high school graduate. He has some college experience at Atlanta Tech. Has certification in cosmetics. Um, we have no objection to the AOA, no objection to no contact. He has explained to me that there are some additional circumstances that would be better suited to be presented at a trial regarding this case. Um, we don't have an objection to a social worker visit. We would ask, in light of his history being remote, I guess most recent being 2015, we would ask for a signature bond. Court is not inclined to allow a signature bond. We would ask for a surety bond in the amount of $2,000 to $2,000, but for certain he won't be able to post a $5,000 cash bond. We understand the state's concern with the allegations, but again, they are just that allegations. Again, he would like to be released so that he could prepare his defense. Because again, there are some other considerations that would be brought at trial. But again, we ask for a signature bond,
All right. I'm going to order the $5,000 cash bond. With that cash bond, I'm going to order SDET so that he will comply with any recommended treatment. He's going to stay away from the Cricket store location on Old National. No further contact with the victim whatsoever, not through third parties or phone sales, no social media posts regarding her. Do not go around her where she lives or works. He's to be 200 yards away from her or 2 football fields away from her. Short of me ordering an ankle monitor, may not be a bad idea because he should not be calling her, contacting her, or be anywhere near her for that matter.
And Your Honor, we do feel the ankle monitor would be beneficial since he is a registered sex offender and there are various places he should not be to begin with.
All right, I'll order the ankle monitor.
Thank you.
Guys, you need to stipulate on the order if it's gonna be paid through the jail or through himself and how long the ankle monitor is gonna be on.
Through the jail for 12 months.
And in light of if he's gonna be on an ankle monitor, is that possibly that, I guess, would the court reconsider the $5,000 cash bond, that again, he can't pay it, maybe a $10,000 surety bond, $1,000 cash bond, $5,000 would be, no bond.
No, I'm gonna do the 5,000 bond right now. The victim is terrified. He's technically been stalking her. So no, 5,000 cash right now.
These
And
are
due to his history.
allegations, right? These are allegations. So
Hmm?
I would not say that he technically had been stalking her. These are allegations, Your Honor. I wouldn't say that he's
Okay.
been stalking her.
Well, it maybe not, but the allegations concern me greatly. And especially when the victims are terrified of them. And the allegations do concern me for public safety, let alone this victim who witnessed what he did or is alleged to have done in the cricket store. So let's see what the ADT needs to get that, see what it shows, and start on treatment or plan of action for that. So that's my ruling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm. What do we have next?
Number 6, Mr. Burks.
Gotta get moving. All right, 26 CR 004859L, Anthony Burks, 1 count of PI. Pre-trial.
No history to report at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, state.
That is correct. On July 19th, police responded to 1757 McClelland Avenue. The victim, Erica Davis, complained about her downstairs neighbor. He kept trying to talk to her. She just kept it brief. Hello, goodbye, professional. Apparently, on the 18th, he came to her door, knocked, and asked if she was a stripper. She felt it inappropriate and was offended. She reported him to office management. At 7:25 on the 19th, her Ring camera kept alerting her to motion detection and notifications were popping up. The video shows the defendant walking around, turns towards the camera, opens his bathroom and bathrobe and exposes himself to the camera while in the breezeway of the apartment complex. Ms. Davis stated that as a result, she is now fearful of walking to and from her vehicle and is concerned that he will approach her and expose himself to her again. Officer did review the Ring camera, is exactly what it is stated. I've also seen the Ring camera footage. It is exactly as stated. Victim says that it's unclear whether or not defendant is being evicted. She wants no contact and a stay away. She has concerns because she is a woman who lives alone. She will be seeking a TPO. Again, too afraid to be on Zoom. Due to his lack of history, we will be asking for a $5,000 surety, which we feel is more than generous. No further contact with Erica Davis, traditional spelling on both. Stay away from 1757 McClelland Avenue and SDET. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, Didi Fonda.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Burks is 32 years of age. He's been living in Georgia for the past 25 years or so. He does have one child, 2-year-old. He lives here in Atlanta with his girlfriend and his son and her two, her son, I'm sorry, her two sons. He works as a dietary aide. He's been doing that for about 12 years. Um, High school graduate from Hughes, significant ties to the community, family here, his jobs here, no history, Your Honor. This is definitely a one-off situation. He has explained to me, and other considerations that may be more suitable to be raised at a trial if needed. We don't have any objection to the social worker visit. In light of his history, his not being a threat to the community, we don't threat to the stay away. We would ask for a signature bond in this case. The court is not inclined to allow a signature bond. We would ask for the lowest possible surety bond in this matter, Your Honor.
And he's how old?
He is 32. Today makes 32.
Okay. I'm going to, the allegations are a little disturbing, and the state has asked for 5,000 surety. I was going to go a little higher, but I'll go with their recommendation. 5,000 surety bond. I'm going to order an SDET. I'm going to order that does he live in the same apartment complex?
Yeah.
Not for long,
does?
is my understanding. Once the police were called, it's the apartment complex told our victim that he is likely to be evicted.
Likely. He's
Yeah,
not
they
yet.
haven't started. I mean, it's a 30-day process, blah, blah, blah. But I also don't know if they've even started it.
Right.
She will be getting a TPO though, so that will also hinder his ability to return.
Well, right now I'm going to order that he stay away and go live somewhere else while he's on bond. No further contact with the victim by any means, by ring, by Zoom, by phone call, no social media post about it. He's got to stay 200 yards, 2 football fields away from her anyway, so he shouldn't pop up on her ring anymore. No contact with her through any third parties or other people. He cannot be where she lives or works. Also, with the no further contact and to stay away, so he'll have to find somewhere else to go live anyway. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. If they recommend any treatment or medication with the SDET, he will follow all recommendations for treatment. I think that's it for now.
And I don't know what the logistics of if there's going to be an eviction or not. But is it possible that he be allowed a one-time opportunity to go and gather his things? He does have another place that he can stay. But we wait for his
How
things.
close is his apartment to hers?
He lives downstairs, is my understanding.
Oh, it's too close. That's too close. So no, I'm not going to allow him a one-time escort back. She's terrified, which, so I'm not going to order that right now. He'll have to have someone else make contact with the complex and go over to get his items. I'm not going to allow him to go back to do that.
Oh, okay. I mean, she can stay there. I don't care. Okay. I didn't press my stuff. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Dad. I'll go get his stuff.
Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it.
All right.
Your dad will go get your stuff for you so that you
So
won't
how that
violate your
work?
bond conditions. Huh?
How does that,
I
how
can't
does
talk
this,
to who I can't see. Turn on your camera.
oh, okay. How,
Well, I don't know. I'm just the judge. I'm not specific. I'm ordering him not to go back. So you need to get in touch with his apartment manager and get his keys and get over there to get his things. You
so
know, I,
far,
I
that's
don't.
what he got, a $5,000 bond?
Yes, surety bond. Uh-huh.
Surety. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
No, they got waivers. He's still gonna work.
All right. Is that it?
No, we got a little bunch of waivers. Start with number 4, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
Y'all come on.
I'm trying to ask you.
26 CR 0048556J. Antonio Brown, one count of criminal trespass, pretrial.
There's 23 cycles out of Georgia, 9 out of Florida, and 1 out of New York. Last arrest was September 24th, 2021 out of Watertown, New York for possession of controlled substance. There's a 2022 felony conviction for possession of controlled substance, 2012 print forgery, 2009 escape, an FTA from 2002 appears to be a holdout of Griffin. Nothing further.
Okay.
Okay. There's already a $1,000 surety set. We ask that remain and he stay away from all MARTA. On the 20th, he was at the North Avenue MARTA station and he jumped down on the tracks saying he was going to go get a pack of cigarettes. So we just ask that the 1,000 surety remain and he stay away from all MARTA.
Thank you. PD Ponder.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is 55 years old. He been living in Georgia for about 20 years of his life. We don't object to the uh, stay away from Marta. I think he would understand.
Oh, excuse me.
Um, I don't recall there was any recent violent history. We don't think he's a threat to the community. This incident didn't involve violence. We would ask for a signature bond. If the court is not inclined, we would ask for the lowest possible bond or for it to remain at the previously set $1,000 surety.
I will say, just for the record, the warrant out of Griffin, he is marked violent, escape risk, and drug abuse. So, just throwing that out there.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it at the $1,000 surety bond. It's already preset. Stay away from all MARTA, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's it.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
And that's number 16, Mr. Rickman.
Okay.
And if in the essence of time, I don't know if this is an issue or not, but we would ask that this one be reset to tomorrow's competency calendar. He already has a case that is, he already has a date that goes there tomorrow. And so we want to just go ahead and reset that when we can.
All right. You see him on there, Miss Lewis?
Oh, yeah, I do show that note as well that he was set to the competency calendar tomorrow. I do show that.
Does he have a
Okay.
bond on his charge already?
I show 1,000 surety was preset.
So
I'll order that 1,000 surety to stay.
is that 1,000 total or is
Yeah,
it
he has 2
500 double
charges.
bond? He has 2 charges.
I think what happened is we added the criminal trespass. So I think the 1,000 surety is on the disorderly. And we can do the 1,000 on the criminal trespass to keep it all even, if that works for everybody.
All right. Is that okay,
Yes,
PD Ponder?
He has $1,800 surety on the disorderly conduct.
Oh, it's
Come on,
1,800.
where y'all getting this stuff from?
I'm getting it from the booking screen from the
No, I
jail.
know you are, but I'm gonna get
Oh,
on the
my
state.
notes are
Y'all gotta
from,
give me.
I got hearsay notes. My notes are, yeah.
Y'all
Miss
can't
Lewis is
blame it on
right.
hearsay
Always
now.
listen to Miss Lewis.
I know I do, but I don't like the state giving me incorrect. Does Evans Battle tell them I know they might be tired and sleepy, but they got to give me the right information. Like that 1,800, so that'll be 2,800. 1,000 on the criminal trespass, 1,800 on the disorderly.
Oh, I thought we could do maybe a thousand total.
He
Well, it's
already got a
18.
cash
It's
bond set.
1,800.
He got a
Oh,
cash
I'm
bond
sorry,
set for
2,000,
another charge
2,000,
anyway. He's not getting that.
It was 1,800 on the one that was preset, and then the state added the second charge, and I did that at 1,000, so 2,800. What are
Okay, so
his cycles? Hold on a second. Pretrial. What is position 16, Rickman? What's his history?
Let's see.
But that's
There's 28 cycles, arrests out of Georgia and New York. Last arrest was January 31st, 2023 out of Fulton for a CWAC, that did result in a misdemeanor conviction. 2012 possession of marijuana with intent out of Cobb County. 2018 and 2019 driving while license suspended or revoked. There's FTAs from 2016 and 2 from 2018. Nothing further.
Certainly don't change my opinion. I would raise it, but I'm not. So 2,800 surety.
okay, what's on the
1,800.
disorderly conduct? Which one is
1,800 is on the disorderly and
okay?
1,000 on the criminal trespass. You want to say something, PD Ponder? I won't deny you the right to say something to defend your client.
that's fine, Your Honor. No objection.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Now, since he's going, did you all say the court tomorrow? Is that
Uh-huh.
it?
They probably will address it. I don't know. The counters are already preset already out for the competency counter. That's a heavy duty counter tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they probably will acknowledge that case, but his other case, he's on there. He has a $5,000 cash bond on that other charge. So, I mean, they'll know that this case is on there. I
Okay.
mean, I can just do a simple little add-on counter, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know what they're gonna do with the other case, but it is kind of late to put this one on there. But
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the SAP for the 4th with the other.
um,
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
should we
I,
not
I'm
just
It's
put
not,
it
I'm
on the
it's
I'm
next
not,
I'm
it's
gonna I'm
executive?
gonna do I'm gonna do an add-on for tomorrow, Miss
Okay,
Polly.
and then you can
So
just acknowledge what just happened today.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'll let Miss Strong know.
yes.
It's not like it's you bringing out a whole nother person, a different person. So
All right,
Okay.
give me
he's already
2
established on the
seconds.
counter, and they don't bring
Almost
out the
done.
people for the
Put
competency
it there
counter
and be
anyway.
quiet.
I can call you back in the morning if I need to.
Actually, you're right. That may be better. What's tomorrow?
Judge,
Okay.
you're not muted.
She is down.
All right.
Are we
I'm
putting
sorry.
this, the stay away on there? Any condition?
Yeah. Yeah. Stay
Okay.
away. No further contact.
Okay, now
No
I
drugs,
have the
alcohol,
stay
weapons, or
away
guns.
as, is this at the 2020 Howell Mill Road?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and mention something about no further contact.
I don't
Yes.
have a victim. He just started being
Oh.
aggressive to the general public, we'll say.
Okay, all right,
Oh,
got it.
okay. No victim. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He did threaten an officer, but normally they don't have a lot to say. They kind of accept it as part of the job description.
Okay, got it. Okay, we ready to move on.
And number 20, Mr. Sullivan.
This is 26 CR 00487 8B, Harold Sullivan, one count of criminal trespass, pretrial.
They have 17 total cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Louisiana. Last arrest was January 20th, 2026, out of Fulton for a probation violation. There's a felony conviction in 2024 for robbery. It appears that they're on first offender probation on that case. 2019, theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass. There's an FTA from 2019. Nothing further.
Your Honor, this incident happened on July 21st, 2026. Officers were dispatched to a trespass call at the Marriott Marquis at 265 Peachtree Center Avenue. Officers spoke with the security supervisor who advised that a person that had been previously criminally trespassed had been back on the property. Officers did observe security footage confirming it, and they confirmed the active CT. Officers do suspect that there may be some mental health issues. As it relates to the Louisiana charge that pretrial just mentioned, it was an arson and he was declared incompetent. He also has an open ag battery against police and pointing a gun at another simple battery against an officer or a law enforcement dog in 2025. And as mentioned, this incident does violate his 90-month probation for the felony, the first offender felony in 2024. There is no current bond. I'm sorry, current bond is $600. The state is recommending $5,000 surety, just because his crimes tend to be destructive. Either it's the arson or the robbery or the ag battery. We're asking that he stay away from the incident location. And that's 265 Peachtree Center Avenue, the Marriott Marquis.
Okay. PD Pinto.
Thank you, Judge. I would just ask that you leave the bond as is. I don't think he can pay it either way, to be honest. I also have concerns about competency. We'll be sending a social worker out. And I ask that we reset this case to the competency calendar.
Ms. Lewis, can we do that?
Yeah, I'll be on the fast track to be July the 30th.
Okay. On what? July 30th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. PD Pinto, I would honestly raise it to the $500 surety just because of the history as well. But what say you?
You said 500 surety, Judge?
No, 5,000. I know it's at a 600 surety right now, which I think is very low based on his history. The
Yes,
recent
Judge.
case.
The judge
So-
did say 500.
I'm sorry?
You did say 500.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I know it's
delirious
late. It's
probably
okay.
right
Yeah.
now.
It's all right.
5,000. I apologize. Please forgive me. 5,000. It's 600 surety, and I'd like to raise it to 5,000 surety based on his history.
I understand, Judge. I mean, we would ask that the bond just remain where it is. He obviously can't get out with that bond anyway. But I mean, I know he has strong ties to the community. He's lived in Atlanta his whole life. But we really, there's I I really don't have much to tell the court because of the issues of potential competency issues.
Mm-hmm. I'll raise it to the 5,000 surety for now, and then we'll see what they do tomorrow or well, next week on the competency calendar. They can amend his bond and do quite a few things with that.
Understood,
And
Judge.
is he is to stay away. I don't know, no further contact and the normal no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns on bond. You know, what else did the state request as far as contacting victims?
I don't believe there was a victim in this. It was just the marquee.
Oh, okay.
So we were just asking
So
that he
stay
just stay
away.
away. Mhm.
Right, stay away from the incident location.
Yes.
Okay. All right, deputy, we got one more.
Please, John, I have a question. What about Dr. Levine Miller? Levine Miller, he was a bylaw booking number 2612185.
Yep, the state never accused the charge. I saw it in there with the SG number, so I don't know what the holdup was.
Last name's Miller.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Judge, all of my positions have been handled. May I be excused? I have to go pick my child up before the daycare closes.
Yes,
Oh.
we don't want to have to come get you. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
understand. PD Ponder will give you the notes.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
So this is Lemaine Miller, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, he's a felony. He's got like 8 theft by shopliftings. We're
So what are you
transferring
guys
him
gonna do
over.
with this charge? It's gonna be, okay. Okay.
What were you saying, Miss Lewis?
I did not know, there was gonna be a felony transfer. I guess they need to know to be put them on a felony, pool sheet for a bond. I don't.
According
Yes.
to my email, Miss Woodruff emailed us, copied Michael, Zion, Claire, and Miss Evans Battle. Asked us, we said it will not be accused because it's a felony transfer, and that's the last info I have. I know we were getting the certified dispositions this afternoon, but that's the limit of my information.
My question is he supposed to go on a felony hearing for this charge? If he needs to be put on the sheet to be pulled for tomorrow, for their hearing for Friday.
Hold on, I got a message from Miss. Does he have a bond set already? Let's find out.
Just checking.
Yep. I was told if he has a bond, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he has a $500 surety for theft by shoplifting.
Okay. Yes, it is a bind over. Okay, so
A
he
bond
already has a
over.
bond.
Yeah, he has a bond.
Okay, so are we going back to 28, Mr. Woodcliff? Woodliff?
What do you have on that, deputy? That's a waiver? He says yes. PD Ponder.
Look like we run out of steam.
All of the above.
The wolf
Um,
list is Miss Pinto's case. Are you taking care of it, Mr.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he's a behavior reset. He didn't want to come today.
Okay,
Oh, behavior reset.
okay, so he's gonna be
Is that
reset
reset to
to the
Friday?
24th,
Yeah.
7
Did you,
24.
is there any others left before you talk about me?
No, you did.
Did we do Erica Varner?
She
Devanya,
bonded out.
she
Oh,
bonded
bonded.
out.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, she bonded out. There was two people that bonded out.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Is that everything, Deputy?
Yeah, that should be it.
Okay.
Okay.
If you say so, I believe you.
PD Ponder, can you please make sure that you submit your waivers of waivers of appearance? You have not been submitting them to us. We need those information to note our documentation if the person appear in court or not. So you're supposed to have a form and send it to the LM who's presiding today over the counter. So your office do have a generic form. I don't know if they gave it to you or not gave it to you, but every time you do a waiver, we have not received a waiver from you.
Ooh. I'm surprised they haven't sent you hate mail before now about that, because we do have to have the waivers.
I just make note of it. But we need that documentation just for
Yeah, we have to enforce
record
that.
purposes, because you're saying it on record and we need it to place. So if you can, sir, if you gotta retract all the ones that you didn't do, well,
Oh, yeah, no problem. What I to
you need to send them to the LM who's presiding over the counter, or you can just send them to all the LMs
Miss
and
Bridgewater, you can send them to
all the LMs, and we'll get them.
Okay, all right, no problem.
We need to do that on a
And they
regular basis.
usually put on there that
We put-
their sign would express permission of the defendant or something,
Yeah,
don't they?
Miss, I already got mine from Miss
Most-
Pinto. Miss Pinto's already sent hers over.
Okay.
Hang in there, Mr. Ponder. You're doing a great job. It's just
You
a
are.
reminder, okay?
Although we were going to try to help you because your client was all over your back and your neck, and I was like, get back, get off of it. I was like, stop it.
We're
Yeah,
ready to go over the counter now.
ready.
Okay.
Love you, Miss Lewis.
Miss Lewis got her bid in. Stay encouraged, Mr. Ponder. Okay, once again, the reset date for the SAP calendar is August the 4th. Position number 1 is reset to the SAP calendar with a total $4,500 good bond. Position 2 is going to the SAP calendar with a $5,000 cash bond. 3 is reset further notice with a total $3,500 SOB through the jail. 4, SAP calendar with a $1,000 good bond. 5, SAP calendar with a $3,500 good bond. 6, SAP calendar with a $5,000 good bond. 7 is going to the comp calendar for August the 6th with a total $1,560 good bond. 8, SAP calendar with a $2,000 good bond. 9, SAP calendar with a $1,000 good bond. 10 is reset further notice with a $3,000 SOB through pretrial. 11, SAP calendar with a total $4,000 good bond. 12, SAP calendar with a total $4,000 good bond. 13, SAP calendar with a $10,000 good bond. 14, reset further notice with a $3,500 SOB through pretrial. Position 15 is reset further notice. The defendant was released. 16, SAP calendar with a total $2,800 good bond. 17 is going to the comp calendar for July 30th with a total $8,000 good bond. 18, SAP calendar with a $3,500 good bond. 19 is reset further notice with a total $4,000 SOB through the jail. 20 is going to the comp calendar for July 30th with a $5,000 good bond. 21, SAP calendar with a $2,500 good bond. For some reason, I have a little note by that one there. But anyway, 22 is reset further notice with a $3,500 SOB through pretrial. 23 is going to the SAP calendar with a $3,500 good bond. 24 is reset further notice with a $3,500 SOB through pretrial. 25, reset further notice with a $2,000 SOB through pretrial. 26, SAP calendar with a $3,000 good bond. 27 is reset further notice with a $3,000 SOB through pretrial. And position 28 is being reset to Friday C calendar, July 24th. Are there any questions, comments, or otherwise?
Miss Holly, there's a correction.
I have one. I was
Go ahead.
right.
Go ahead, Miss Spears. You take
BJ
it.
Roosters is on Treasure Bridge, not on Piedmont. I was right.
Well, good for you, Miss Spear. Okay, according to my paperwork, it was otherwise, but I'm going by what you say. Gotcha. I'll make sure I reflect that,
Hat
okay?
tip to
Cheshire
Miss
Bridge.
Lewis, who was like, I Googled it. You were right. I was like, all right.
Okay. Oh, y'all double teaming on me. Okay. All right, Miss Lewis, what was
Yeah,
your
like y'all aren't messaging back and forth about us. Come on now.
Miss Lewis, what was your correction?
It was Miss Spears indicated it is the address on
Okay,
Mr.
no problem.
Ayers.
I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
No problem. Very good. Okay, if there are none others,
I'm good.
is that it, Your Honor?